Hi, Governor John Kasich, trying to make a distinction between going slow on taking in some of these Syrian refugees, right, Governor, and not marking them off based on the fact that they're Muslim.
Again, if we're going to kill ISIS, Neil, we cannot go without having a coalition of Arabs with us, and that's the.
But in so doing, I think what struck people is, no, you're not going to go along with this Muslim thing.
No, I've never been for that. I was the first one to criticize it, but for the Syrian refugees, Neil, they don't know how to vet these people. Look, I've had minors from Central America who've been dumped in Ohio. We didn't know where they were. And now there's a case that some of them have been human trafficked. So the administration doesn't have any credibility with me when it comes to the idea of vetting them. So we had to slow it down and not bring them in here now until we can determine who they are. That's a reasonable program.
All right, so you didn't take the easy bait there to say, all right, well, maybe Trump is right about just go slow in the Muslim stuff for a while. But do you fear that you lose the rabid part of the party that says, damn right, I want to go slow, damn right, I want to do that? How do you balance that?
Well, Neil, you got to be true to yourself. I mean, you can't, you know, I'm not in this thing to, yell the loudest or be extreme, because I figure I can win, and then I want to pull the country together. And look, you cannot fix Social Security, you can't balance budgets, you can't fix the border, you can't do any of these big things, protect the homeland, unless you have some people in the other party that say, yeah, I'll go along. That's what Reagan did with Tip O'Neill. So, look, we're rising in New Hampshire. I've gone from...
you have been.
Yeah.
I've been noticing that, tracking polls be what they are. But you have been surging. But do you think, is there such a thing, Governor, as you can't do worse than third there? I mean...
No, I have to be able to perform well. So
what does that mean?
Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means where you're talking about me and all of a sudden my national name ID goes up. Frankly, the money's starting to come in even more now because of the polls. And, I think this debate tonight will be viewed as a really great success. Talking to people about their economic insecurity was really the purpose of it. And talking about people that don't have a big voice, it works. And you know what? I found something out. If you go into a town hall and you want to get people down, you can do it. But I go to in a town hall and I want people to get up. And so I don't see the anger. I say, yeah, we have problems, but they can be fixed. And so I don't find all these people yelling and screaming and frenzied. And I've done more town halls than anybody in New Hampshire, more than anybody. I've done a bunch in Iowa. I've done a bunch in South Carolina.
There's some friction with you and Christie sometimes. What's that about?
I don't have any friction with Chris. No.
So
I mean, look, the only difference would be, some of our records are different.
Right.
I mean, I haven't been downgraded. My credit is strong. I'm up 385,000 jobs. I've got a surplus.
You pointed that out a few times.
Yeah, well, I should.
That's fine.
But that's not a friction. That's just we're just talking about the record.
All right, but it's not getting heated between all you guys.
No, well, I'm not me. I think I can expect a lot of stuff to come at me here in the next week or so because these numbers.
Well,
are
that's
real.
the rule, right? I mean, as soon as you surge, and the guy who's surging.
Yeah, right. And these are independent polls, well respected, well thought of, and not just some tracking poll. They're real polls, and we're rising. And I think we're going to continue to rise.
So you leave New Hampshire.
Come here.
Okay.
Yeah, come here. I told him, Napoleon marched across Europe in a week. We'll have 9 days. We know where our voters are here. I was in Nevada this last week. I'm optimistic. Then we go to the South. Trent Lott, my big supporter in Mississippi, the governor in Alabama. And then at some point we come north. We go to Illinois, where I just made the ballot, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. That's like Kasich country.
I know you get sick of hearing this, and so at the risk of offending
I don't know. Oh, you can't offend me. No,
I know.
Come on.
That everyone says, if this guy doesn't pull it off, he's everyone's number one choice for number two, a running mate. Yeah. Ohio, great record. I know that probably bothers you because you're running with a top job, but they say that is, you got to have Kasich there. Not maybe as the number one guy.
Well, if I'm not number one, then I don't even want to discuss it. So
really?
The answer, no, I don't. I'm not interested in that. I'm running.
Ohio's important. Your record is commendable.
That's why I should be picked as the nominee and become president.
But if you're not,
but I don't. Neil, that's like saying, what are you going to do in 30 years?
Well, it doesn't matter. No. So, bottom line, you're not entertaining that right now.
No, I have no interest in I'm running for president, and I'm getting somewhere, Neil. So,
all right. Well, I don't need the attitude. I was just throwing.
Don't doubt. Don't be the little.
All right. I'm just throwing it out there.
You're the best.
All right. Good seeing you, Governor. Very nice night.
Neil.
Very passionate about it.
My mother-in-law, you were always her favorite person, and then after these questions about vice president, if she were alive, you'd be going down.
All right, well, I'm sorry.
Quickly.
I feel very bad about that. Good luck on the
All right.
prevails. All right.
Head to New Hampshire
All
tomorrow.
right. Very, very good.
Thank you.
So obviously after this, I can understand the governor not returning anymore. He gets an attitude going. All right. All right.